Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about NXT, January 30th, 2024. Vic Joseph, Booker T on commentary. This is the go-home show for Vengeance Day, baby. Oh, we'll talk about a packed show. We started off with a Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, Trick Mellow Gang versus the LWO. Oh, this was my match of the night. It was kind of hard to really be like, oh, I like this match. Ooh, I really love this match. But man, when you start off something strong, and now that Trick Mellow Gang are going to the finals, they're going to face the Wolf Dogs. It's going to be awesome, man. I'm very excited. It's like we got back-to-back weekends of pay-per-views. We had the Royal Rumble, and now we're going into Vengeance Day. And Trick Mellow Gang, though, we still got some stories to build here. Mello's in Trick's ear. That's the whole point of this whole thing. And Trick is double booked. He's got his championship match as well. So will the betrayal happen at the tag team match, or will the betrayal happen with his championship match? What will Mello do? Because it's a lot riding on this, and I can't wait to see, because I'm so invested in what Mello's going to do to Trick, or what Trick's going to do to Mello. Who's going to play who? And we're going to find out who actually attacked Trick Williams. And it's all coming down to it. This is where we start. And I definitely see Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes at Stand and Deliver. The blow-off match, and then Carmelo can go to the main roster. The match to end it all, between two friends and everything like that. And that's just my prediction there on that. But Oba attacks the LWO afterwards, because he's got a match at Vengeance Day as well. And here comes Dragon Lee. Oba's just so freaking big. All three of them started ganging up on him, and he's like, "Bah!" And they all explode and everything like that. But I'm excited to see Oba take on Dragon this weekend. Ava's backstage with Rich, and he's like, I want Gallus. I want Gallus. She's like, I can't have you take on three men for your safety and everything like that. But here comes Lexis King, got a little bit of a gift basket, gives it to Ava, and it's like, hey, here you go. Welcome. I'm Lexis King, blah, blah. But Ava's like, you know what? We'll set you up. You're going to face Ridge tonight. And Lexus is like, oh, and then she gives the basket to Ridge, and Ridge is like, she's like, Merry Christmas, and he gets the basket, and he's like, oh, regift. I thought that was really funny. Tatum Paxley's backstage with her feather from earlier in the day, oh, Lyra, I better text Lyra, and Lyra comes and is like, yo, man, I got your bazillion messages. What you did last week was not cool, putting Roxanne through that table, because we have Tatum Paxley versus Roxanne Perez next, and Lyra gets on commentary, and this was an okay match, but Roxanne got the win, but Tatum attacks, and Roxanne attacked Tatum, sorry, and Lyra comes in, setting up the standoff between those two, because they got the big NXT Women's Championship this weekend as well. Things are heating up, and I love it. Ariana Grace is backstage with Ren, and Ariana's like, I'm a role model, but Fallon Henley's comes up and everything, because Ariana Grace is talking trash, you don't want to be a farmer or anything like that, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, where's Tiffy? But, I understand for story's sake, but this sets up a match between these two, Fallon and Ariana. Then we have Lolo Vice versus Elektra Lopez, and I was expecting a lot from this match. Honestly, with the mic-on-mic skills they had last week with each other, and the passion, I was like, these two are going to kick the shit out of each other. And it was okay. Lola Vice got the win, though. I don't think this rivalry is over. Elektra is already up on the main roster. So we'll see where we go from here. I'm very interested on what's the next move for Elektra. Is Lola going to cash in her thing on this Sunday? We shall see. Dijak and Joe backstage, and they're in that little office weird area of his where if you remember this, when Dijak and Ilya Dragunov took on each other, this is last year. He was putting Ilya through pain. And it was like these weird segments of like, you feel it yet? And he's like, oh, I can take all the pain. And he's all sweaty. And I was like, what's going on back there? But Joe comes back there, Joe Gacy, and then they get into a fight. And that kind of is the thread throughout the night until it ends up to these two are going to have a match at Vengeance Day. Ridge Holland versus Lexis King. Lexis King got the win. I was kind of surprised by that. But, we got to build Lexis King. He's not having great matches, though. Like, I expected a lot from Lexis King. Like, because this match was like, oh, okay. But Gallus, they come and they attack Ridge Holland, helping Lexis win this match and everything like that. So, next up, we have Chase and Duke and Riley. They're backstage, about to say goodbye to Chase U. Trick and Mello are backstage, and Carmelo's just like, yo, man, you Dragunov, and he's like spitting more of that venom into Trick's ear, and Trick's like, yeah, you're right, yeah. He goes, but we got to focus, man. We got to focus on Braun, and we got to focus on Baron. That's where the focus needs to be, because this is all coming down to Carmelo wanting championship gold for himself to get back on top on that level. And he's jealous of Trick. So, but Trick Williams will get into Ilya Dragunov's face later on in the night. But here we go. JC Jane saves Chase U. Chase, Duke, Riley in the ring. We get a beautiful package with Chase throwing things and everything like that. And I remember when I stepped in fully hard into NXT to do these reviews every week, if you could go back and listen, I was like, man, this Chase U shit is so stupid. But now, fast forward all the way to now, I kind of got teary. I was like, I don't want Chase U to end. But JC Jane comes out with the hell, and she tells Chase, he's like, hey, like, Chase U will live because we have the Ladies of Chase U calendar. It'll be on sale this weekend. And I was like, I must get this calendar to save Chase U. But JC Jane is accepted into Chase U. Chase is like, hey, I could not ever, I will remember this forever and everything like that. But Chase U is back, and we put the U's up. And the Ladies of Chase U calendar goes on sale apparently this Sunday. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get my phone ready because I just got paid. I need this calendar. Do I need this calendar? No, I don't. But I want to save Chase U. The family promo. This needs to be a shirt. They're like, yo, when something goes wrong, call Rizzo. When something goes bad, call Rizzo. When someone needs a punch in the mouth, you call Rizzo. So, because they got their big mixed tag team match at Vengeance Day with OTM. And before Fallon Henley's match with Ariana Grace, Brooks comes in. He's like, hey, remember me? We used to be something. Yeah. And Fallon's like, what's up? Brushing him off. And I felt so bad for him. And then Ren comes in, and Fallon's like, yo, we got to go. And Brooks is like, bye. And we go back to Chase U backstage. They're celebrating. And here comes Lexis King. He's like, I want one of them calendars. And they're like, you pervert and whatnot. We get a little moment with Thea and Riley, which I thought was cute. Riley's like, you like me? She's like, oh, kind of like you. Ooh. It is so funny. It's like Thea and JC, they are such a great team, and they're like, putting them together worked so well. Putting all of this together for Chase U worked so well. But we have Dijak and Joe, who are fighting throughout the NXT building, the Performance Center. They are going to war with each other, which leads to a crazy scenario soon. Fallon Henley versus Ariana Grace. Here comes Jackson and Lash to cause Fallon to lose the match to Ariana Grace. I was like, oh, okay, so that's a storyline going in? Okay, we'll see where that goes. Ren's like, no, my idol, I don't know. OTM promo, like, I just want the family to whoop their ass. That's all I want at Vengeance Days. Because I'm not a big fan of OTM. I don't get it. And I called them Grand Theft Auto boys or something like that. But, well, they got to find their own voice. And that's anything with any character. And I will say that they have, like, taken this idea and making it their own with scripts and everything like that, And we'll see what happens. This whole OTM thing, we'll see what happens. But I want the family to whoop that ass. Joe and Dijak, before we get into the Heritage Cup Championship match, they're still fighting, and Dijak kicks Joe into a dumpster. Joe went, wee! big spot. And this was right before they had to cut the commercial and everything like that. We get Braun and Baron backstage. I'm really digging these two. Their chemistry is really great. And Baron goes, yeah, we're the Wolf Dogs, blah, blah, blah. And then Braun's, whoa, what did you just say? He's like, the Wolf Dogs. It's like a bad song in my head, okay? It won't go away. He said it again. He's like, Braun's like, But I love that Baron gave Braun some love about the Royal Rumble. He's like, man, you in there, spear, veins popping and shit like that, man. But the chemistry between these two, then the fist bump and everything like that, man, I'm excited for the finals match at Vengeance Day. Heritage Cup Championship, Noam Dar versus Von Wagner with Mr. Stone and his kids in the crowd. Noam Dar got the win, but Von Wagner got to put get that table action, like bam, dropping people through tables. We have Ava backstage with Dijak at the dumpster. And Dijak's like, I want Joe at Vengeance Day in a no disqualification match. And I love that Joe crawls over there. He's like, hey, no DQ, I'm down. I was like, that's cool. Ava's like, fine, Dijak, you too, Vengeance Day, no DQ. So that's a big match. Now we have Trick Williams and Ilya Dragunov. Really great back and forth between these two to end the night. And Trick he's talking like Carmelo. Everything Carmelo Hayes has put in his ear, he is saying to Ilya Dragunov. And Dragunov's like, whoa, hold on. What, don't come out here and disrespect me. This rivalry, this match was built on respect. And you're going to come and talk to me like that? But Trick is saying everything Carmelo put in his ear. And Ilya Dragunov's like, you know what? We're going to go to fight. We're gonna go, and Ilya did the hug to Trick. I love the hug, because remember when the hug came down to it with him and Baron Corbin, he brought him in, and it was just like, the Mad Dragon is here. But here comes Baron and Braun to attack, and here comes Carmelo, and after the squabble and everything, and they get Baron and Braun out of there. My favorite moment of this thing was like Trick turns towards Ilya Dragunov because that's his focus, and Carmelo's like, "Whoa, wait a minute, man," And I got up out of my chair. I'm like, that look right there in Carmelo Hayes' eyes. That look right there is what I've been waiting for. But that's Trick has he has his eyes on the wrong person, and we'll see it at Vengeance Day. 4 out of 5 for this NXT. My favorite match of the night, Trick Mellow Gang versus LWO. Awesomeness. This is January 30th, 2024. Vic Joseph, Booker T on commentary. And now let's get into the picks and predictions for Vengeance Day. All right, y'all, here it is. NXT Vengeance Day 2024 right here, right now. We're going to go through my picks and predictions, and what that is I'm going to pick the winners of the match, and where we're going to go over there story-wise is all predictions, of course, and sometimes it's nice to be like, am I right, am I wrong? Like for the Royal Rumble, my picks and predictions, I only got one match wrong out of the 4, so here we go. We're going to start off in in kind of an order, but no disqualification match, Dijak versus Joe Gacy. I think these two are going to beat the shit out of each other. I was leaning towards Dijak, but we're doing something with Joe that I think Joe's going to get the win on this. Do I think the rivalry will be over after that? No. I think these two are going to beat the shit out of each other to the point to where they want to have another match, and it's going to escalate to something like a steel cage match or last man standing, but I feel like Joe's going to get this match. Mixed tag team match, The Family versus OTM and Jada Price. I am going with The Family on this one, and hopefully this ends this, or this sets up The Family defending those tag team championships against OTM at some certain point, maybe at Stand and Deliver. I don't see anybody backing down on the storytelling with OTM, so I think they're going to, that it's a big show, Stand and Deliver for these two. Dusty Tag Team Classic Final. Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker versus Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. I'm picking Baron and Braun for this one. I am, and this also ties into they can get a shot at The Family. Are they going to go on and win tag team championships together? This all could come down to Stand and Deliver. It's that, and as much as I think OTM could get that, I'm Because looking at this, Baron and Braun, the Wolf Dogs, if you will, I think they have a really great shot of going all the way to the top with this tag team. And I think in this match, Carmelo is going to betray Trick in some certain way, or there's going to be like a missed spot where Trick accidentally hits Carmelo or Carmelo accidentally hits Trick, and this ties into the main event later on. NXT North American Championship, Obafemi versus Dragon Lee. I think this is the end of this. Obafemi is going to get the win. I don't see any championships really changing hands tonight. NXT Women's Championship match, Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. I think Lyra is going to retain the championship, and I think it's time for Roxanne Perez to move on to the main roster. I think Tatum's going to have some play in here and anything like that, because I don't see Lyra losing that championship anytime soon, maybe until Stand and Deliver, and we'll see who builds himself up. Also, we have Lola Vice, who could come in and take the championship as well. So Lyra retains, and boom, here comes Lola Vice, and she becomes our new NXT Women's Champion. A lot of things can happen there, but I think this is Roxanne Perez's last match in NXT, and she'll move on to the main roster. It's just what I'm thinking. Now, the NXT Championship match. I picked Ilya Dragunov to beat Trick Williams because of Carmelo Hayes and the betrayal that he will do at this match. Like, he will cause Trick to lose the match, and this will set up Trick versus Melo, and the rivalry and the hatred and everything will start building from here between the two, to where these two are going to have a big brawl, a big fight, a big match. Hopefully I Stand and Deliver, because this is a big match. Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes, because we've been telling the story, we've been telling this story, and now us as fans are ready for the story to unfold, and we're ready for this rivalry to go at it. So I can't wait. So that's my picks and predictions for NXT Vengeance Day. Tell me what you think. Drop those comments below. Drop your comments about what you thought of the show this week. I had a lot of fun. Are you excited for Vengeance Day this Sunday? And it's on a Sunday, so I can watch it live, which I'm very excited about. So tell me what you think. Drop those comments below. Like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with the mom down at Walmart. I am KNB the Sexy Ninja. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself that sweet NWP logo. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life.
As we inch closer to our next premium live event, Vengeance Day, 2 weeks from Sunday. Welcome to NXT.
What?